Daily sumo squats can transform the way older adults move, feel, and carry themselves every single day. As the body ages, one of the first areas to weaken is the lower body, especially the legs, hips, and joints. Weak legs often mean poor balance, slower mobility, and a greater risk of falls, which is one of the leading causes of injury in people over 50. The sumo squat directly targets these vulnerable areas and rebuilds strength where it is needed most. Unlike heavy gym workouts, this movement does not require any special equipment, and it can be done slowly and gently, making it safe for those who want to ease into exercise. By opening the stance wider than a regular squat, the sumo variation engages not only the thighs but also the inner legs and hips, areas that often become tight and underused with age. This creates stability from the ground up, allowing every step, every climb, and every daily task to feel more secure. Each time you perform a sumo squat, the muscles in your thighs and glutes activate, pushing fresh blood through your lower body and improving circulation. This helps keep tissues nourished, joints lubricated, and bones stimulated, which in turn supports long-term mobility. The repetitive action of bending and standing also encourages the body to maintain flexibility in the hips, which is critical for walking with ease, sitting down and standing up without effort, and even preventing back strain. Over time, this simple habit rewires the body to feel stronger and more capable, not only reducing the risk of falls, but also instilling the kind of physical confidence that makes everyday life smoother. Balance is another powerful benefit of the daily sumo squat. As the muscles around the hips and core are strengthened, the body naturally stabilizes better, making it easier to navigate uneven surfaces, stairs, or even quick changes in direction. With every controlled squat, the nervous system is trained to respond with greater coordination, which reduces hesitation and builds trust in your own movements. This balance translates into confidence, and confidence reduces the fear of falling or moving incorrectly. Instead of avoiding activity out of caution, older adults who practice squats daily often feel encouraged to walk more, stay active, and engage in the world without worry. Beyond the physical strength and balance, there is also a hidden layer of energy that emerges. When the large muscles of the body are engaged daily, metabolism is boosted, calories are burned more efficiently, and stamina begins to rise. Even a few minutes of squats each day can awaken the body in a way that makes chores, hobbies, and leisure activities more enjoyable and less tiring. It's not about becoming an athlete or pushing the body too far. It's about using a small, consistent action to remind the body of its power. The act of completing a set of squats sends a powerful signal to the brain and body that strength is still present, that age is not a limit, and that vitality can be preserved through effort and consistency. A simple diet can be one of the most powerful tools for staying youthful, energized, and resilient after the age of 50. The foods we choose every day either feed strength and vitality or slowly drain energy and health. By focusing on colorful vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, fruits, nuts, and plenty of water, older adults give their bodies the right fuel to function at their best. Vegetables of different colors are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that fight inflammation and slow down the aging process. Leafy greens support bone health with calcium and vitamin K, while brightly colored peppers, carrots, and berries provide antioxidants that protect cells from damage. This protection keeps the skin healthier, boosts immunity, and maintains sharpness in the mind. Fruits such as apples, oranges, and berries offer natural sweetness while delivering fiber that keeps digestion smooth and helps regulate blood sugar levels. Lean proteins play an equally important role because they supply the amino acids needed to maintain and rebuild muscle. After 50, muscle mass naturally declines, which can make the body weaker and more prone to injuries. Choosing lean sources of protein such as fish, chicken, beans, lentils, or eggs helps the body repair tissues, support metabolism, and keep energy steady throughout the day. Pairing these proteins with whole grains like brown rice, oats, or quinoa provides complex carbohydrates that break down slowly, preventing the spikes and crashes in blood sugar that cause fatigue. Whole grains are also high in fiber, which supports heart health, keeps cholesterol in check, and aids in digestion, all of which are critical for aging bodies that need extra care. Healthy fats from nuts, seeds, and olive oil further nourish the body by protecting the heart, keeping the brain sharp, and reducing joint inflammation. Even something as simple as adding a handful of almonds or walnuts each day can make a noticeable difference in energy and focus. Avocados and fatty fish such as salmon provide omega-3 fatty acids, which are known for supporting heart function and reducing stiffness in joints. When combined with a variety of fresh, whole foods, these fats help keep the body supple and the mind alert. Water is the foundation that ties everything together. Staying hydrated supports circulation, digestion, joint lubrication, and even mood. As we age, the sensation of thirst often decreases, leading many older adults to drink less water than they should. Making hydration a priority prevents fatigue, keeps the skin elastic, and helps flush toxins from the body. Even mild dehydration can leave you feeling tired, achy, and mentally foggy, but drinking enough water every day restores clarity and vitality. Avoiding heavily processed foods, sugary snacks, and excessive salt can make a huge difference as well. These foods often trigger inflammation, slow metabolism, and weaken the immune system over time. Choosing fresh, natural ingredients instead of packaged or fried options ensures that the body receives nutrients that strengthen rather than deplete it. When combined with light daily exercise, a balanced and simple diet creates the perfect foundation for living with energy, health, and youthfulness well beyond the age of 50. Consistency with light daily exercises, good sleep, stress management, and healthy choices is the true foundation of lasting vitality after 50. It is not about drastic changes or extreme routines, but about small actions repeated every day that gradually transform how the body and mind function. Light exercises such as walking, gentle stretching, yoga, or squats keep the muscles active, the joints mobile, and the heart strong. Even 15 to 20 minutes of steady movement each day is enough to increase circulation, improve mood, and prevent stiffness that often comes with age. The body responds positively to consistency, and the more regularly you move, the more natural it becomes to stay active. Exercise also improves balance and coordination, reducing the likelihood of falls, and it keeps bones stronger by gently stressing them in a safe way. Over time, these small daily movements accumulate into a powerful shield against weakness and fatigue. Sleep is another essential pillar of health that often gets overlooked. After 50, many people struggle with poor sleep quality, whether from stress, discomfort, or lifestyle factors. Yet, sleep is when the body repairs muscles, strengthens memory, and regulates hormones. Without enough rest, even the best diet and exercise will not deliver their full benefits. Consistency in sleep patterns, such as going to bed and waking up at the same time, helps train the body to achieve deeper and more restorative rest. Avoiding heavy meals, caffeine, and screens before bedtime can further improve sleep quality. Rest is not just about feeling refreshed in the morning. It is about giving the body time to heal and recharge for the next day's demands. Stress management is equally vital because chronic stress places a heavy burden on the body. High stress levels elevate blood pressure, weaken immunity, and accelerate aging. Finding simple ways to reduce stress, such as practicing deep breathing, meditation, listening to calming music, or spending time in nature, can make an enormous difference in long-term wellness. These practices calm the mind, lower cortisol levels, and create space for clearer thinking and more positive emotions. A body free of constant stress can focus its energy on growth, repair, and resilience instead of always being in survival mode. Healthy choices extend beyond diet and exercise into the daily habits that shape well-being. Choosing to drink water instead of sugary drinks, selecting whole foods instead of processed ones, taking time to stretch instead of sitting for hours, and creating a consistent routine of self-care all build toward stronger health. None of these choices may seem significant on their own, but together they create a life of energy and strength. Consistency in these habits makes them second nature, so instead of fighting against unhealthy patterns, you begin to live in harmony with your health goals. These consistent actions build momentum, and momentum creates transformation. Over time, you notice that walking longer distances feels easier, that sleep feels deeper, that your mood is lighter, and that your body responds with energy instead of fatigue. The key is not perfection but persistence, because persistence is what ensures health and vitality carry forward into the later years of life. A positive mindset is one of the most powerful tools for aging well and maintaining health after 50. The way you think directly influences the choices you make, the habits you build, and the energy you bring into every day. When you approach life with optimism and curiosity, challenges become opportunities to grow instead of obstacles that hold you back. A positive outlook can even affect the body on a biological level, lowering stress hormones, strengthening immunity, and improving overall resilience. People who believe in their ability to improve often stick to healthy habits longer, while those who accept decline as inevitable may give up too soon. Your mindset becomes the silent driver of your actions, guiding you either toward vitality or toward weakness. Believing that your best years are not behind you but still ahead can spark powerful motivation. It creates the desire to try new activities, commit to daily exercise, and fuel your body with nourishing foods. With every healthy action you take, your mind reinforces the belief that you are strong, capable, and in control of your future. This cycle builds confidence, and confidence makes it easier to stay consistent. It is not about denying the realities of aging, but about choosing to see possibility rather than limitation. Even when faced with setbacks such as fatigue, minor injuries, or health challenges, a positive mindset helps you focus on what can still be done instead of what has been lost. Aging often brings changes that can feel discouraging, like slower recovery times or more aches than before, but perspective matters. If you see these changes as reminders to take better care of yourself, they become motivating instead of discouraging. Gratitude is a simple yet powerful way to maintain this outlook. By focusing on what your body can still do, whether it's walking, lifting, stretching, or simply moving without pain, you shift your attention away from what you cannot control. This gratitude not only uplifts your mood, but also inspires you to protect and strengthen what you have. Positive thinking also shapes how you interact with others and with the world. People with optimistic mindsets are more likely to stay socially active, which has been shown to reduce loneliness, improve cognitive health, and add meaning to life. Connecting with friends, family, or even joining new groups provides encouragement, accountability, and joy. Surrounding yourself with positive influences makes it easier to hold on to hope and stay committed to a healthy lifestyle. Perhaps the most valuable part of maintaining a positive mindset is that it fuels consistency. Habits are not built in a single day, they require repetition and patience. There will be times when motivation dips, but optimism keeps you moving forward, even if only in small steps. Every squat, every healthy meal, every good night's sleep, and every deep breath taken with intention reinforces the belief that you are in control of how you age. A positive mindset ensures that age becomes just a number, not a limitation, and that your later years remain full of vitality, strength, and purpose. Small daily actions may appear insignificant at first, but they are the building blocks of long-term transformation, especially after the age of 50. Doing something as simple as practicing squats each morning, or choosing a piece of fruit instead of a sugary snack sets the stage for powerful change over time. The human body responds best to consistency, not intensity, and when these small habits are repeated every single day, they accumulate into noticeable improvements in health, energy, and overall well-being. It is the repetition of these minor choices that gradually strengthens muscles, nourishes cells, and improves mental clarity. With each small action, the body and mind receive signals that reinforce growth and resilience, and over months and years these signals compound into real transformation. Take the example of a daily squat. At first, it may only feel like a moment of movement, but the act of bending and standing activates large muscle groups, strengthens bones, and improves circulation. Repeating this one action daily keeps joints flexible and muscles engaged, which not only boosts balance but also builds a sense of confidence in movement. Now combine that with choosing healthier meals day after day. One balanced plate may not seem to make a difference, but over time those choices reduce inflammation, support heart health, and help maintain a healthy weight. What begins as a single squat or a single nutritious choice grows into a lifestyle that supports vitality. Small actions also influence the mind as much as the body. Every time you complete a positive action, no matter how minor, you reinforce your belief in your ability to change. This builds momentum, and momentum creates consistency. The more you practice these habits, the more natural they become, until they are no longer decisions you have to force but part of your everyday rhythm. This kind of automatic consistency is what protects health in the long run, because it removes the struggle of constantly having to choose between good and bad habits. Instead, healthy living becomes your default. The beauty of small actions is that they are achievable. Large, overwhelming changes often fail because they feel too demanding, but anyone can commit to 5 minutes of exercise, an extra glass of water, or a few more steps each day. These are accessible goals that do not feel intimidating, and that accessibility makes it easier to stay consistent. Over time, these little efforts spark noticeable shifts in strength, energy, and mood, which then inspire even more commitment. It is not one big action that defines how you age, but the series of tiny actions repeated daily. They are the foundation of stronger bones, healthier muscles, clearer minds, and a more positive outlook on life. Doing squats each day, choosing nourishing foods, prioritizing rest, and maintaining hydration may look like small commitments, but together they create a lifestyle that keeps life after 50 vibrant, strong, and fulfilling. The path to vitality is not through dramatic changes, but through the steady power of small daily steps.